Welcome student. I am Poonam Sharma, Assistant Professor Botany, Government College Badli. In this video, I am going to discuss with you family Lamiaceae, which is an important topic of paper taxonomy. So let's have a look on the content of the video. First, we will discuss classification, then distribution of plants, then diagnostic feature from stem to leaves, and then economic importance. Lamiaceae is also known as Labiata, which is the previous name, and it is also known as mint or ocimum or sage family. The members of this family are cultivated not only for their aromatic properties but also for multiple purposes. They are readily propagated by stem cuttings. Classification, division, Phanerogamous, subdivision, Angiospermy, class, Dicotyledons, subclass, Gamopetalae, series, Bicarpellate, class, Lamiaceae, family, Lamiaceae. Distribution of the plants of this family. They are mostly found in warm and cold part of the world. In India, they are found in South India and Northwestern India. In India, there are 64 genera and 380 species. Worldwide, there are 200 genera and 3200 species. Number of these genera and species are varies at different sites. You can check their habitat, annual. Leucas aspera is the example of annual plant. Biennial or perennial herb. Ocimum santicum is an example of perennial herb. Shrubs or rarely trees. Vitex nigundo is an example of trees. The plant of this family have pungent juices having sulfur containing glucosides. Root of the plants are mainly taproot. They are branched, rarely adventitious. Adventitious means the root are arise from other than the root part of the plant. And the example of adventitious root system is found in mint plant, which is Pudina. Some common plant of the family. First one is Collis aromaticus, which is an aromatic herb. Second one is Leucas lantana. It is also an herb clothed with white tomentose hairs. Tomentose is basically used for the woolly appearance of the hairs. Third one is Lavandula vera. This Lavandula vera is an aromatic plant and the flower of this plant is used for extracting volatile oil. Fourth one is Mentha piperata, which is also known as Pudina, and it is an cultivated plant. Fifth one is Ocimum basilicum, which is known as Marua, and sixth one is Ocimum santicum, which is Tulsi. Tulsi is also a sacred plant, and both Marua and Tulsi both have the medicinal properties. Seventh one is Salvia. Salvia is an cultivated ornamental herb, and this plant you can see in many gardens. Stem is herbaceous, aerial, erect, prostrate. Prostrate means flat on ground, woody, or herbaceous underground sucker as in Mentha. This is the Pudina plant, and you can see here this is the sucker, underground sucker, hairy, squarish. You can see here this is the Lavandula plant, and the stem of this plant is covered with many hairs. Squarish, squarey appearance of the stem, branched, solid or hollow, and quadrangular. Hodiema species stem are green and assimilatory because the leaves are reduced. In this plant, the stem function as a photosynthetic leaves because the leaves are reduced. So to perform the function of photosynthesis, stem become green and they are assimilatory. Leaves are simple. As you see in this picture, the leaves are very simple. They are petiolated, having a stalk-like structure which connect the stem to the leaves, or you can say the leaves to the stem. Margins are toothed or serrate. As you see in this picture, the margin of the leaves is zigzag appearance because of the serration, and in this also picture you can see the margin of the leaves are having zigzag appearance. This is the Collis species and this is the Ocimum santicum leaves. Phyllotex is opposite and decussate. Here you can see in this picture, this is one pair and this is the another pair, and both the pairs have leaves opposite to each other, and one pair is perpendicular to another pair, forming a 90-degree angle. This type of arrangement is decussate. Exstipulate, having no leafy appendages or without leafy appendages at the base of petiole. Here in these leaves you cannot find any leafy appendages at the base of petiole. Venation is reticulate unicostate. Unicostate is word used for the one main principal midrib, and from this one main principal midrib many another veins are arising. So this type of venation is reticulate unicostate. Color of leaves are green. As you see in this picture, ocimum leaves are green, variegated, having different colors. This is the Collis species leaves and they are having different colors. Glandular, having glands on their surface. Hairy, as you see in this picture. Lavandula leaves have hair on their surface, and even these leaves also have hairs on their surface. Leaves of these plants are highly aromatic. Inflorescence. There are many types of inflorescence found in Lamiaceae family. First one is the verticillaster. This type of inflorescence found in Salvia species. In this inflorescence, at each node, two axillary opposite cymose inflorescence develop. Here you can see in this picture, this is the main axis, this is the node, and from this node, two cymose inflorescence are developing opposite to each other. These inflorescence develop in the axial of each leaves. Here you can see these are the leaves, and in their axial inflorescence is developing. Here from the main axis, lateral axes are arising. These lateral axes having the flower, and from these lateral axes another lateral branches arises which also have the flowers, and these lateral branches also give rise to another lateral branches which also bears the flowers. So in this type of inflorescence, each dichasial cymes change into the monochasial cyme. Second one is the thyrosis. In this inflorescence, two opposite cluster give appearance of whorl. Here you can see in this structure, here the two clusters are present opposite to each other. Because of the overcrowding, they are giving the appearance of whorl and arranged vertically in a racemose manner. This type of inflorescence found in Ocimum species. Third one is the simple raceme. In this inflorescence, the flowers are borne on short stalk of about equal length at equal distance along an elongated axis and open in succession towards the apex. This type of inflorescence is found in Scutellaria species. Here you can see this is the Scutellaria species, And here the inflorescences are produced on the short stalk of equal length along an elongated axis at equal distance, and they are opening in a succession towards the apex. Fourth one is the spike, which is similar to a raceme, but they bear the sessile flowers. Sessile flowers are without the stalk. Example of this inflorescence found in Collis species. Fifth one is the panicle, and in this inflorescence, branch raceme develop in which each branch has more than one flower. You can see here this is a panicle, and here the branches are developed and each branch having more than one flower. Example of this panicle raceme is Plectranthus species. This is the Plectranthus plant, and the flower of this plant have panicle raceme. Flowers ebracteate means the bract is absent. Sometimes the flowers may be bracteate, as in Collis species. Pedicellate, having a stalk-like structure which connect the flower to the main stem, or sometimes subsessile means the stalk-like structure is not visible or very small. Complete means the flower have both male and female part. Unisexual, as in Ibosa species, the flower may have only male part or may have female part. Zygomorphic, the flower have bilateral symmetry, as here in this salvia flower you can see it has a zygomorphic bilateral symmetry. Subactinomorphic, as in Mentha species, this is the Mentha flower and it has subactinomorphic symmetry. Usually bilipped means two-lipped. This flower, this salvia flower is bilabiate, and here this is the Ocimum species flower. This is also bilabiate. Hypogynous means the ovary is superior. Calyx. Sepals 5 in number. Gamosepalous means the sepals are fused. Tubular, they form tube-like structure as in this Lavandula species. Here this calyx is forming tube. Campanulate, forming cup-shaped structure. Often ribbed, as you see in this salvia species flower, the calyx is ribbed by these linings. So the calyx is ribbed in salvia species. 5-tooth lavandula or lipped. Sometimes the calyx may be lipped. Persistent, the calyx remain as it is even after the fertilization and fruit formation. Hairy, in this salvia species flower, the calyx have hair on their surface. Glandular means the calyx have glands on their surface which secrete some substances. Aestivation, volvate, imbricate or quinquenchal. This is the Ocimum species calyx, and this Ocimum species calyx is showing imbricate aestivation, in which the posterior one is out and 4 late anterior one in, and all the 4 anteriors are fused. This is the Ocimum species calyx 1+4 arrangement. Corolla. Petals are 5 in number. Gamopetalous means the petals are fused, and most of the corolla consist of 2 parts. Lower part is tube part and upper part is limbed part. In this structure you can see this is the salvia species flower corolla. In this is the lower part, this is the lower tube part, and this is the upper limb part. This salvia species corolla have two three arrangement. Here you can see these are the two petals which are forming limb, and these three petals forming tube with the help of limb petals forming a tube at base and limb at upper part. Number of petals in tulips varies. As you see, this is the Ocimum species flower. Here the petals in two limbs varies. Here you can see 2 plus 3 arrangement, but here the arrangement is 4 plus 1. As you can see, this is the flower, and here in this Ocimum species flower, on one side 4 petals are present. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and on another side only one petal is present. So the arrangement of petal in Lamiaceae flower varies with the species. This is the Ocimum species and it has 4 plus 1 arrangement. This is the Ajuga species flower and it has 0/5 arrangement because all the petals are present on one side. Aestivation, imbricate, androecium. Androeciums are 4 in number, and fifth number is staminoid. This is the common arrangement of androecium in many species of Lamiaceae family. In Ocimum, the arrangement of androecium is 4 plus 1, means the 4 are fertile and 1 sterile. In Salvia species, the arrangement of androecium is 2 plus 1, means the 2 are fertile and 3 are sterile. They are polyandrous, means they are free. Monoadelphous. In some species, like in Coleus plant, the flower having the androecium, and these androecium filament fuse and develop a condition is monoadelphous. Alternipetalous. The stamens are laterally placed. Epipetalous means they are present above the petal. Anther diathecus, as you can see in this Ocimum species flower, the anther are diathecus. Longitudinal dehiscence. Anther lobes separated by enlargement of connective, showing lever mechanism. So in these species flower, the connective is very large, and due to which a lever mechanism is developed. In this mechanism, as the insect enter the flower, the anther part touches the back of the insect, and with the touching the back, the pollen grain dispersed over the back of insect, and this type of dispersal help in pollination via insect. Anther introse or sometime maybe extrose, filament short or in some species very long. The long filament you can found in very rare species. Gynoecium. It is bicarpellary. Bicarpellary means the two carpels. Syncarpous pistil means the two carpels are fused. As you see in this, the two carpels are fused. Ovary superior. Gynobasic style arising from base of ovary. Here you can see this is the one style and it is arises from the base of ovary. Here you can see this style is arising from the base of ovary. Stigma bifid. Here you can see the stigma is divided and it is bifid. Bilocular means the two locules are present, but the ovary appear tetralocular because of the false septum, that is pseudoseptum. This is the TS of ovary, and here it is bilocular, but due to the false septation it appear the tetralocular. Placentation axile, here in this TS, all the ovule attached to the center, and the placentation is axile, and one ovule per locule. Nectiferous disc is present below the ovary. Here below the ovary, nectiferous disc is present which secrete the nectar. Here you can see in this picture, these are the ovule, and at the here nectiferous disc is present which secrete the nectar. Floral diagram and floral formula. Here we are presenting floral formula and diagram of Ocimum basilicum. This is the floral diagram, and here this symbol represents the zygomorphic condition. These outer are calyx. This is the bract. These represent the fuse condition. This is the corolla, and they calyx and corolla both showing the imbricate aestivation. Here you can see this is out and all four are in. Here on the opposite side this out and all four are in. These are the endoecium, four endoecium, one is stamenoid. This is the ovary. Here this is the floral formula. This symbol represents the male and female both part. This represents the zygomorphic condition. BR1 bract 1, BR0 means bracteoles are absent. Calyx 1 plus 4, here you can see 1 1 plus 4 arrangement and it is fused. Corolla 4 plus 1 arrangement, here you can see 4 1 2 3 4 and 1 outer. These are also fused. Endoecium 4 plus 1, 4 are fertile, 1 is sterile. Here these 4 are fertile and 1 is sterile. Gynoecium 2, and this dash represent the superior condition, and these brackets shows the fused condition. In all these, the fused condition is shown by these brackets. Fruit. 4 mericarps. Mericarps are carpel with one seed and called nutlets. Sometimes the drupe may produce. Seeds are non-endospermic. This is the ocimum, fruit producing seed. Here you can see these are the fruit and seeds of ocimum. Economic importance. Food. Leaves of mentha viridis, mint, is used as a salad. Tuber of Psittacus affinis, which is Chinese atrico, are edible. Mentha species, ocimum species, Melissa officinus, Coleus forscoli are used as condiments. Many plants of this family are used in medicine like Ajuga bracteosa Nilkanthi, Locust cephalotes used in fever. Mentha piperata and Thymus spiralum give menthol and thymol, and both are used in medicine. Leaves of Ocimum climandus carim give camphor. Ocimum centacum and other species of Ocimum used in various ailments, even used in fever. Leucus cephalotus used in treatment for snake bite. Ornamental use. Several species of Salvia, Coelis, Ajuga, Leonatus, Dressophyllum, Thymus, Lavandula, all are used as a ornamental plant in gardens. They even produce aromatic oil, which is used as perfume, and Mentha piperita. Thymus gives thymol. Lavandula officinus give lavender oil. Rosemary species give rosemary oil. Calamintha and Pogestemon species, these also give some aromatic oil substances, and these aromatic oils used in perfumes and soap industries. Dye, fruit of Lycops europaeus yield red dye. Mariendum beglensis. The leaves possess medicinal properties and they emit a camphor-like scent, and the leaves are used to preserve cloth against insects. Cushion. You may came across many types of cushion from this family, but some are presented here. Question 1. Define verticillaster inflorescence. As I told you in the slide, what is verticillaster inflorescence? What type of pollination occur in Lamiaceae family? You know, the pollination in Lamiaceae family is lever mechanism or via the insect. What is gynobasic style? Write down the characteristics of gynoecium and endoecium. Write down the floral formula and diagram of this family. You can write any one species floral formula and diagram. Write down economic importance of Lamiaceae family. So these are some questions for general idea. For more question, you go through the question booklet for practice. Thank you.